Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
So, obviously, there's a little bit of a change right now for tonight's recap. It's been a hell of a week, not just for YouTube, but also for us as well here on the Sunshinery. Moving forward, nothing has been talked about right now. Personally, it only happened on Wednesday night. Yesterday, when I woke up, they were both at work, Kim and Stacy. And then when they got out of work, I was going into work. So we really haven't had a moment to talk. And I'm still not sure what I'm still not sure what happened. So hopefully we will get to talk and maybe we can fix this. If not, Sunshinery still isn't going to go anywhere. I will still be here. I will still be doing the channel and everything that needs to be done. The name might change, but I like Sunshinery. And if they don't like the fact that I keep the name, then I will change the name for them because they are my friends and I care about them. I have nothing bad to say about them.
Any thoughts so far?
Well, thought one is I reached out Thursday morning after the Wednesday night stream where everything happened, and I got no response. And our group DM on Discord was then deleted, but not before I got screenshots. And then on Friday morning, once I realized that was deleted, I reached out again directly to Jackie in DM on Discord, and it is now Monday night, 11:26 p.m., and I have not heard back.
Wake up today to find out that we've been kicked from the squad Discord.
Yeah. Did we want to rewind that where she said they are my friends and I do care about
let's try and
working
rewind
this
that.
out? Because I didn't know we
Hopefully
kicked
we'll
friends
get to
from
talk and
Discord.
maybe, because they are my friends and I care about them. I have nothing bad to say about them. And
They are my friends. I care about them, and I have nothing bad to say about them.
Other than that, we didn't include her on decisions that were made, that the bad things that have been said behind closed doors to the people who are really the friends, not us. There's so much to this story, and it's been really hard for me to figure out what I want to say publicly and what I don't want to say. But clearly, we're not friends if I can reach out twice in two different ways and never get a response. Clearly, we're not friends if things are being said to other people about us. Clearly, we're not friends if we attempt to have a conversation and we get threatened with self-harm when we're trying to look out for our friend. Clearly, we're not friends if we're getting kicked from a Discord without our knowledge. So, I just don't want anyone to think that we're all trying to work this out, because there's no trying at this point. There's not been any trying. And I guess that's what I got to say about that.
I have so much to say, and at the same time, I think I'm in the same spot as you. Like, I don't know how much I actually want to share, because this is someone that I considered a friend, even though it's becoming more and more clear that either I have a warped sense of what a friend is, or she was never my friend.
Yeah, I definitely feel your pain there. For the record, I think that this is my fault. And the reason I say that is I very specifically asked for certain things to not happen because we had a channel together. So anything that one of us did, all three of us would be blamed for. So with that in mind, there were some certain things that I was specifically asking to not be done. My requests were met with a brick wall, and those things were done anyway. So because of that, I very much had a hard time, and then tried to say, don't worry about me, worry about you. And this is where it's gotten really weird for me, because I don't want to bring up like people's personal things, but I said, this is causing a lot of stress for you, and I don't think it's good for your health. And that was also met with a brick wall. And I'm not the only one that said it. So, if I'm the bad friend, if I'm a bad person who doesn't want to work things out because I said, I'm worried about your health, and the immediate response to that was threats of self-harm and yelling.
It's just going to end it all because this is all I have.
Yeah. Yep. So if that's the case, like why am I feeling guilty for trying to be a friend? And now I've been kicked out of a Discord where I had other friends. So I'm not allowed to have those friends either.
Well, and you weren't even just kicked out of the Discord, because you were kicked out of something else that you didn't actually leave.
That would be the channel.
Because you left a call when things got emotional. You said, I can't do this right now, and hung up. I actually quit. So you got kicked out of the channel because I left. And then you got kicked from the Discord. Whose story does this sound like to you?
This definitely sounds like what happened when you and I left BX's Discord and channels. And then Jackie was guilty by association for being friends with us. And she didn't want to leave BX's Discord or channel. She wanted to talk to him, and he wouldn't speak to her. So that now has come full circle, and it is now me.
I'm over here shaking my head like, yep. And I realize like you can't see me, but
yeah. Well, it's funny how that works sometimes. And when I say funny, I don't mean funny at all, because it's actually just really a shame, and it sucks, and no one wants this. However, I'm not going to be painted as a person I'm not. So
yeah, I'm not going to be told that I blindsided her.
Right.
This came out of nowhere, and we planned this to attack her on camera, because this wasn't out of nowhere. This was months in the making. Don't blame yourself at all. This all started back because I made a thumbnail.
That is correct. And you were the devil for making that thumbnail.
I mean, let's be honest here. That's when all this started, fighting and everything. Is I made a thumbnail and it made her mad. Because it was never our channel. It was Jackie's channel, and you and I just got to join it sometimes.
So, and that's probably going to be debated down the line somewhere, because we're saying similar things, right? So what actually happened was Stacy made a thumbnail one morning and just put the faces of the people that we were going to talk about for the weekly YouTube recap. It was very early on in the channel. I think it was in week like 4, maybe. And then when Jackie realized that Stacy made the thumbnail, Jackie got extremely upset, sent messages in the group that said, like, I can't do this right now. We do everything together. We make all decisions together. You didn't include me on this. I don't even know who that guy is. It was a picture of Elon Musk. It was the week that he was going to be hosting SNL, and that's why we were talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it had the internet pissed off that he was hosting SNL.
The internet was super pissed about it. So the reason that that's important will come up later. That whole Elon Musk picture. So when that happened, I came to your defense to say, wait a minute, Stacy was just trying to be helpful. Like, Jackie makes all the thumbnails. Jackie sets up all the StreamYards. Jackie has done all of everything, like the intros, the banner, set up the channel, literally everything at that point Jackie had done. And we wanted to help. And so you were like, I'll make the thumbnail for tonight. And like, who knew that that was going to be such an issue? Well, so that turned into a really big argument. We went on stream that night. We got through it. And then we really didn't speak of it after that. And we let it go, which we probably shouldn't have. Hindsight, we should have talked about it more as a group then. But we let it go. But then those types of things continued to happen. And what I want to say about that, us making decisions as a group, I had absolutely no say in the intro. I had no say in the intro that AZ made for us. I was not even aware that it was being made before she was told that pinks and purples were the colors that we wanted. So I did not have any decision in that whatsoever.
You mean you and I didn't come up with when you were here, you're among friends or whatever the hell that said?
When you're here, you're among friends or something. No, that was completely Jackie. I had nothing to do with it. It was already done before I even knew it was happening. So I was not a part of that decision. I was not a part of the decision to add people to the Sunshinery chat and Discord that were not the 3 of us. I was not part of the decision for most of the thumbnails. The most that I ever did say was, yeah, that looks great, after it was already made. And I wasn't going to say, no, that looks like crap, you need to redo it. So the thumbnail was already done. I wasn't going to go back and be like, no, you need to fix that, because I'm not an asshole. So
I actually did find where early in the channel, I did not agree with a photo she was using of someone in the thumbnail, because she was doing like what BX would do and try to find the most unflattering photo. But the problem is every other person in the thumbnail, she had pulled like their glamour shot. And I was really mad at the person we were talking about too. But despite that, I was like, she has pictures she uses professionally that are just fine. And I sent them to her and she came back with, I kept the picture like I wanted it. Here's the thumbnail. So and I have the screenshots of this happening. So let's keep that in mind too, that we had actually discussed thumbnails prior to this. And I was met with, I went ahead and kept it.
Yeah, that's happened often. And I think that ultimately led up to like you just being done. And while we're on the subject of the thumbnail, the reason that Elon Musk is important was because that one thumbnail that Stacy made posthumously after the stream, I realized weeks later that Jackie had gone back and changed the thumbnail from Stacy's thumbnail to one that Jackie then made after she got mad at Stacy for making the thumbnail, and changed it on the channel so that it was Jackie's thumbnail. And if you go back and look, Elon Musk's picture is not on it anymore. Yeah. So, like, this, what kind of petty bullshit is that? I mean, sorry, that's just, I can't. I cannot. I'm not going to let everyone think that we all made decisions on the channel and I'm the wicked witch of the east, west, whatever, because I said on a stream one night, hey, we should do a giveaway. And then I was met with eye rolls on camera. Go watch the stream if she keeps it public.
Oh,
She
yeah,
was
I
rolling
remember.
her eyes at me on camera that night. Afterwards, because she was mad that on the stream that she wasn't on, I said, hey, maybe we should do a giveaway. And God forbid I made a decision without her. So even through all of that, I still tried to care about her.
About the giveaway, which the giveaway thing would be silly to be mad about because we didn't tell her she had to pay for it. Like,
Well,
it was something we came up with, but we did tell her about it immediately. And she even volunteered to pay for it. And then on the very next stream was like, well, I know nothing about the giveaway, as she's rolling her eyes at you.
Yeah. And if you notice on that stream, I get very quiet for quite some time because I felt like, why in the hell am I being met with this type of behavior? I'm a grown woman and I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the animosity there. And it was passive aggressive animosity at that, which happened a lot. And then it started happening with other people, not just with Jackie. So, like, I'm a tell it like it is kind of person. Just tell me if you're mad at me. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I tried to say in a phone call about how I was feeling and why I thought that some of the things that were happening were not okay, and what was this passive aggressive BS that was happening where every time Stacy put a video out, someone else that's not a part of the channel had something nasty to say about it, like the audio isn't right. Excuse me, the audio was fine. I cannot see where the audio wasn't right, but we were nitpicking Stacy's videos. And then when I said something about it, it was, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That was typed at least 3 times and it's in screenshots. So my feelings were invalid at that point as well, and so were yours, Stacy, because you were like, listen, this is like a personal attack, right? And that was met with a brick wall.
Well, they were up watching videos all night, and unlike somebody else who was also putting videos up on our channel, I posted my videos in a private room that was meant for our channel that these people were also part of the room. I posted my videos there anywhere from 6 to 8 hours before they went public on the channel so that they could be watched and any kind of like constructive criticism could be given if something needed to be fixed. So they had hours upon hours to say something. But they never had anything to say until like 5 minutes after it went public and I was actually getting views on it.
And not in the private channel.
Yes.
And
so tell me that's not an
called that out-
attack.
You're right. It was an attack. It was absolutely an attack. I'm not stupid. And when I called that out, what the literal words back to me were, "I'm sorry you think it was in the wrong." Yeah, and that one specific topic was a difficult one for me to like, do we even touch this or not? But the reality is that that's kind of what the breaking point was for me. And that's whenever the conversations really started, where I was like, enough is enough. Something has to give. We need to talk about this. And because I'm not stupid. I saw what was happening and I knew that it was a personal attack and I didn't like it. So, if we're going to take criticism from other people, I welcome it, but I welcome it in the right way and I welcome actual criticism. And that wasn't actual criticism. I mean, listen, it's like the writing's on the wall. So everything will probably get taken down eventually. Just so that there isn't evidence anymore of it, but it's all there right now. And again, I do want everyone to know that I truly, truly care about Jackie and I truly care about Stacy. And I think that there was a huge divide because Stacy and I are similar in a lot of the things that we do. And it was even said on maybe this stream or another one, like they both order online or they both do things the same and I don't. I think that got to Jackie eventually. And I honestly am sorry for that because that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Stacy and I have been calling each other twins since we were mods for BX way back. So that was never intentional. And that doesn't mean that I love you more than I love another friend. Like and yes, we have a lot that we're able to bond over, and we have the same communication styles, we have the same anxiety disorders, we have the same tactics for getting out of going to parties, we have the same tactics for not having to speak to people in public. There's a lot of similarities between the two of us, and that's okay. Like we shouldn't be I don't know, we shouldn't be ousted by a friend group because of that, because there's other groups within the friend group of people who got along really well. And Stacy, by the way, is not the only person I get along with really well. I got along really well with Jackie. And I, to this day, do not understand why me saying to her, I am concerned about your health and your stress level, was such a horrible thing to do. I mean, you would have thought that I killed her puppy. Like it was so ridiculous the way and yes, you brought this up earlier. I did hang up on a call. I will own that 100%. And I didn't just hang up. I didn't not say anything after I got so aggravated and we weren't getting anywhere. We were going in circles. I said, I'm concerned about you and you are making it a bad thing that I'm concerned about my friend. And I got so upset about that I said, you know what? I cannot do this right now. I can't. I got to go. And we had been on the phone for like 30 minutes already and we were getting nowhere. And that's whenever I went. It was like 11:30 at night. My kids were asleep. We were not going to get anything done going round and round. Everybody needed to cool off and come back to it. The problem is that we never came back to it.
Well, and when we tried the next day, you actually, I think, might even have the screenshot of this. We were met with, I can't do this. You're going to cause me to have a seizure.
Yes, I do have a screenshot of that because I actually said, and I will share that screenshot because my response was, do not put that on me. Do not blame me for you having a seizure. That is not fair to me. I've not done anything except for tell you that I am concerned about your well-being. And that was me being the Wicked Witch of the West.
Or if we were going to be doing a deep dive video on someone on our channel that we always discuss things on, we learned about it in other people's discords.
That's also correct. We had no decision over doing a deep dive on anyone. And to be fair, at that point, because we definitely were all going in separate directions already at that point. To be fair, we decided to start doing different projects on our own. So, like you did the creep show art video that hit the algorithm and has like over 7,000 views on it right now. Which good for you, by the way. And you had to do that in the middle of the night and get it out so that it did hit the algorithm because no one was talking about it yet. So that was a really good thing for the channel. It got us a ton of subscribers. And like and you even put it, you put it in the Discord so that we could all see it before you made it public. But you did it without saying, hey, Kim, hey, Jackie, can I do this video? Like, you don't have to ask, right?
I was clearly researching it because in that same area where I posted the video, I had gone in there to ask you guys about the website because it was new to me.
That's exactly right.
I had asked for help for research.
What is locale? Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's a term. I've heard people use it. And you're like, no, the website. I didn't even know there was a website. So yes, that's true. You did talk about it before you even made the video. So I just think that this whole thing about us not including on decisions and blindsiding and all that, like, I was not a part of the decision-making process for 90% of what was happening on the channel.
Let's finish watching some of this because there's another point that I wanted to address.
I know that things have been said about me. That's not really what's going on. I do want to clear that up really fast. So Stacy did post something on Twitter saying that I said that I paid for the StreamYard after all I did was change my credit card. So what happened after the Wednesday stream was she wanted her credit card link for StreamYard unlinked, which I did for her, and I sent her the screenshots through our moderator Snoop because she had gone to Snoop came to me, and I had sent her to Snoop to send to her. I don't know where she got it mixed up that I ever said that I had paid for it, but I didn't. Stacy had paid for it in April when I was not working, and I thought she was paying for it monthly till I went on to change the credit card info to my info to find out that she had paid for the whole year. I just got paid today. I went to the bank today to cash my check. I have to now put the money into my account so that way I can pay her back. So if she does want her money back, I have not a problem. It's something that we need to discuss and talk about, which I do work this weekend, but if they're not working during the day, so hopefully I can talk to them during the day before I have work, both of them.
Okay.
This one's jam-packed full of points. So you want to start?
So I can tell you that, first of all, we knew that I paid for the yearly plan. All three of us were on a phone call together when we purchased the StreamYard.
Also correct.
And anyone who has ever paid for StreamYard, which I'm currently on the monthly plan since I'm having to buy a new StreamYard, but anyone who has ever purchased StreamYard would know that when you click on to upgrade it to the StreamYard Pro or whatever it's called, is you save $60 if you will pay it yearly instead of monthly.
Yep. That was discussed on a phone call with the three of us.
Now, one part I did leave out, and I'll edit this out if you still don't want me to tell anyone, is that I didn't tell anyone that you paid for half of StreamYard because I didn't want to drag you into it when it was my fight that I had started. Because you did cash at me for half of the StreamYard, so it is technically half yours.
I'm okay with you not editing that out. Yes, it was the same day I sent you half the money. I have, never had any expectations for Jackie to pay any part of that, working or not. Like that never even came up. There was never a discussion about that I recall, about when you go back to work, you can pay us back. I very much wanted to pay for it, and that's it. I don't expect anything in return when it comes to things like that. And had this gone the mature route, neither you nor I had ever said we're going to demand the StreamYard be given back. So that was going to be left with the channel. And there was going to be no other discussion about it. But what happened was completely different, because as soon as that Wednesday stream was over, and maybe even during the stream, we're not sure, the passwords were changed to StreamYard and to the YouTube account, and you and I were logged out of the account. So before quitting the channel, which I still haven't done, technically, the password was changed on me. I was not able to access the channel, the email, the StreamYard, none of that. And it was also changed on Stacy. And Stacy's credit card is linked to the YouTube Premium and to the StreamYard account, because Stacy paid for the StreamYard up front and I cash apped her half of the money.
My tweet didn't even say that, though.
I think that I actually think that I said it, because there were screenshots that were sent that it looks like there's a receipt with Jackie's credit card on it for StreamYard. So I said, wait a minute, Jackie didn't pay for this. So that may have been something that I caused, because I was the one that said Jackie didn't pay for this. Stacy paid for it, and I paid for half of it. And all Stacy wants is to be able to get into StreamYard and unlink her card from the account, and then get into YouTube and unlink her card from the YouTube account and put the premium on. Because that's a monthly charge that Stacy doesn't want on her card, which I don't think is an unreasonable request. However, there's no screenshots about YouTube to date that I've seen.
None. And also, I never contacted any moderators from our channel to ask them to contact on my behalf. And again, here's what my tweet says. I got it up on the screen. She's changed the billing on StreamYard, except as the receipt shows, I had already paid for a year. You're stealing. You need to cash out $200 or give it back. Yes, it was mean and rude to say, but it's still not false. Because with StreamYard, again, I might be explaining stuff that some people already know, but as you know, Kim, with StreamYard, you can always change the email and the YouTube channel associated with a paid StreamYard account.
Right.
You
It
go
moves
into your
with you.
settings and it can move with you. If you like delete a channel and start a new one, you can move. You don't have to buy StreamYard again. And yes, I didn't mind paying for it because we were going to use it for our channel.
For
But
some
you got locked. But you
Right.
got locked out.
Right.
And then we were like, I'm sorry, we've been painted as monsters. It's been allowed for people to speculate that we blindsided and had never discussed any of this stuff. It's been allowed for people to believe that we planned this attack on her on stream for no reason, just because we're mean. Like, none of this is okay.
No, it isn't. And again, I think that the main issue that really caused it to get to the point that it got to was getting locked out right away before having a conversation. I was locked out, and you still haven't had the opportunity to unlink your card from the YouTube Premium. So, I think that if you had some kind of confirmation that were done, that we'd be in a different place right now.
And I also haven't been contacted by anyone for a refund for the StreamYard I paid for. Have you?
No, I have not been contacted. I was off this weekend. I had reached out specifically about this to Jackie Thursday morning and Friday morning, and I have not heard any responses. And now I am no longer in the Discord that we started for our channel as a group.
And most of the people in the Discord, like, if you're not friends with someone or in a mutual Discord, you've just been cut off from them.
Yep, I have been cut off from half the people in the Sunshinery Discord. So I've sent some friend requests. I haven't gotten to everybody, but I'm trying because I did really value everyone there, and I did really enjoy having that camaraderie with people. So, like, you were cut off, I was cut off. We didn't know. No discussion, and it's been radio silence in that Discord for the past 5 days.
Yes.
So, all in all, I think that to anyone who's watching this, I really appreciate all of the followers that we had, everyone who subscribed to us. I very much appreciate the relationships that I built in the Discord. I would like for those relationships to continue. And I very much appreciate everyone who has been supportive to all of us, all three of us, during this time. Because it's not, no one deserved to have to go through this with us. And we could have handled it. We could have. I don't know. Maybe you should cut that out.
Well,
Maybe
I mean,
you
it
should
was,
say that.
to me, it felt like emotional blackmail, because the only way I could handle it without being threatened with,
Yeah.
the only way is to do it live on air and just hope that my bluff isn't called and it's not done, which it wasn't. Because when we tried to just talk about what we wanted to do with the channel, we would be threatened with that. That's emotional blackmail.
Right. I mean, that's also a very good point. So, I'm sure that some people may see it differently because they don't know everything that was said, and some people may not appreciate that it was done publicly like that, and that's fine. Like, think what you got to think. I don't care. But the reality of it right now is that I have tried. The olive branch has been extended, and I've been met with brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. And I have a breaking point, and I reached it. So, and I'm not going to be manipulated by people. And I'm certainly not going to let people paint me in a bad light and not have my say about it. So, this is my say.
And
There's more to the
also,
story.
yes, and one more point that has really been irritating me is that our call was not three of us yelling at each other.
No, it was one person yelling at the other two.
And so that also needs to stop. It was not, oh, nothing could get said because all three of us were just yelling at each other. No, I only yell at other cars on the road on my way to work and my way home in the afternoon.
Right. There's not been, yeah, no. I mean, I would say that I raised my voice at one point because I was getting yelled at, and I said, I think my exact words were, the way you're talking to me right now is really aggressive. And it sounds like you're really angry. And even though you're saying you're not angry, you're yelling about it. And that's confusing. So if we're going to talk about this and we're going to get anything done, you have to talk to me like in a normal tone, like the way that we're talking right now. And I even changed my inflection and my tone during that statement to show this is how you're talking to me right now. This is how I would like for you to talk to me. And I think that that's probably really what set it off. I wasn't going to be yelled at any longer. And getting emotions like tensions running high and emotions running high are never good. So I think what I was trying to do, and it didn't work, was to say, okay, we need to take a deep breath and like stop yelling. Stacy wasn't yelling at all. So like let's stop yelling at me. I don't want to be spoken to that way. And let's just have a conversation about it for a minute, because we're not going to get anywhere yelling at each other and then saying things like what was being said about I have nothing else that makes me happy if I don't have this, and the threats of harm. So that was that's, to me, that's gaslighting to say that to someone. I don't know, it's manipulative at best, to say something like that to a person and try to make me feel bad because I have an opinion. And I'm sorry, I don't prescribe to that. If you want me to feel bad for having an opinion, I want $1 million. I'm not getting it. I'm not going to feel bad for having an opinion, especially one that supports your well-being.